Welcome back to English Speaking Corner, your quiet space to build real speaking confidence. Today, we are going to learn how to use the hardest word in the English language safely, the word no. Imagine this. It is Thursday at 5 o'clock in the evening. You are exhausted. You are holding your bag. A friendly coworker stops you and says, "Hey, we are all grabbing drinks. Come with us." You want to say no, but you freeze. Saying, "No thank you," sounds so cold. Your chest feels tight, and you feel guilty.
I remember my first year working in English, I went to so many events I did not want to attend simply because I did not have the vocabulary to politely say no, and my social battery was completely dead.
In the next few minutes, we will practice a simple three-step formula to decline any invitation warmly, so you can finally go home and rest guilt-free. So, Mark, let us start by talking about why this specific situation causes so much panic for English learners. What exactly happens in our minds when someone invites us out and we just want to go home?
I think the panic comes from a mix of translation and culture. In many of our native languages, we can just use a direct negative word. We can say a simple no, and it's perfectly fine. It's honest and clear. But when I first moved abroad and translated my honest no directly into English, people looked a little hurt or offended.
Exactly. I had the same experience. I realized very quickly that a direct no in an English-speaking workplace, or even with casual friends, often sounds like you are angry with them. It sounds like a door slamming shut.
And because we don't want to sound angry and we want to be polite and make friends, we panic. We cannot find the right polite words in that split second, so we just say yes. We say, "Sure, I'll come."
Exactly. And the moment the word yes leaves our mouth, we regret it. We immediately start thinking about the noisy restaurant, the long train ride home, and how incredibly tired we already are. We end up spending the whole evening wishing we were at home in our comfortable clothes.
It is a cycle of exhaustion. We learn in textbook English to say things like, "No, I do not want to go." But nobody actually speaks like that in real life. If you say, "No, I do not want to go" to a friendly coworker, it really damages the relationship. It sounds like a rejection of the person, not a rejection of the event.
That's a beautiful way to explain it. We do not want to reject the person. We like the person. We just want to reject the activity because we need to rest. And for language learners, this is an even bigger problem. Speaking a second language all day is already a heavy workout for your brain.
It really is. Your brain is translating vocabulary, listening to fast accents, and processing a different culture all at the same time. You need your rest more than anyone. Rest is not a luxury.
Exactly. Rest is not wasting time. Rest is actually how your brain absorbs and remembers all the English you practiced that day. If you push yourself to go to social events when you are tired, your English actually gets worse in that moment because your brain is just too full.
I completely agree. So we need a way to protect our rest time. We need a way to say no that keeps the friendship warm but allows us to go home and sleep.
Today, we are going to solve this problem together. We are going to learn what we call the cushion formula. Think about a cushion on your sofa. A cushion is soft. It catches you gently. We need to make your answers soft so it lands gently on the other person.
I love that picture, a soft landing. This formula has 3 simple steps. Step 1 is appreciation. Step 2 is the soft decline. And step 3 is the future pivot. If you put these 3 steps together, you can say no to almost anything, and the other person will walk away smiling.
Exactly. Let us break these down slowly because you can use these in your daily life, at work, and when you travel. Let us start with step 1, appreciation. What does this look like in real conversation, Mark?
Appreciation means you start by making the other person feel good that they invited you. You have to validate them first. So instead of starting with a negative word, you start with a positive phrase. You say something like, "I would love to," or you could say, "That sounds like so much fun."
I would love to. That's such a natural, warm phrase. It shows that you like the person. It tells them, my heart wants to say yes, but my schedule or my energy says no.
Exactly. When you say "I would love to," you're protecting the connection between you and that person. You're showing them that their invitation is valuable and appreciated. It completely removes the feeling of rejection.
But we can't stop there, right? Because if you just look at your coworker and say, I would love to, and then you stop talking, they will stand there waiting for you to put your coat on and walk out the door with them.
Right, which brings us perfectly to step 2, the soft decline. This is the part where you actually say no, but notice something important here. We do this without ever actually using the word no.
How do we do that? What is a natural phrase our listeners can use for this soft decline?
A very common and polite phrase is, but I can't make it tonight.
Let us look closely at that phrase. I can't make it. What does make it mean in this specific situation?
To make it is a phrase we use constantly to mean attend or arrive at an event. If you say, I can't make it, it sounds like there is a schedule problem or a timing issue. It does not sound like a personal choice. It is so much softer than saying, I cannot go or I will not come.
Exactly. I can't make it removes the personal blame. It is neutral. Another great phrase for this second step uses the words going to. Instead of saying, I pass, which sounds very harsh and sudden, you can say, I'm going to pass this time.
That is a wonderful phrase. Let us talk about why that feels different. When we use going to in English, it usually describes a plan or a decision we have carefully made. It feels slow and gentle. When you say, I'm going to pass, it sounds like a thoughtful decision. It sounds like you are taking care of yourself.
Exactly. Compare that to the present tense. If someone offers you a drink and you say, I pass, it sounds like a sharp knife cutting the conversation. But if you say, I am going to pass this time, it is gentle. It leaves room for a yes in the future.
And if you are enjoying learning the psychology behind natural English conversations like this, take a second to subscribe to the channel so we can keep building your confidence every single week.
Yes, we love having you in our community. Now let us look at the final part of our formula. We have appreciation, which is, I would love to. We have the soft decline, which is, but I am going to pass this time. What is step 3, Mark?
Step 3 is the future pivot. To pivot means to turn in a new direction. In this step, you turn the conversation towards the future. This proves to the person that you really do want to spend time with them, just not today.
What is the best phrase to use for the future pivot?
The absolute best phrase to use here is, let's take a rain check.
Let's take a rain check. We hear this phrase everywhere. You hear it in movies, in television shows, and in the office. Can you explain where this comes from and what it means?
Yes, this is a fascinating cultural phrase. It actually comes from baseball games in the United States. A long time ago, if you bought a ticket to a baseball game and it started to rain heavily, the game would be canceled. But the stadium would give you a piece of paper called a rain check. This piece of paper meant you could come back on a different day for free when the weather was better.
That is such a great story. So how does that apply to a social invitation?
When you say, let's take a rain check, you are telling the other person, my answer today is no, but I want you to invite me again. Do not forget about me. It means postponed, not canceled. It is the ultimate polite phrase. It keeps the door wide open for the future.
Exactly. It makes the other person feel perfectly happy. They do not feel rejected. They just think, oh, okay, they're busy today. We will try again next week. It completely solves the problem.
So, if we put the whole cushion formula together, it sounds like this. Hey, Mark, we're grabbing drinks. Come with us. And I reply, I would love to, but I'm going to pass this time. Let's take a rain check.
That sounds so natural, so warm, and so confident. It is a perfect response. Now that we understand the psychology and the steps of the formula, it is time to practice. Passive listening will only get you so far. If you want this formula to be ready in your mind when you are tired and panicking, you need to build physical muscle memory in your mouth.
Exactly. This podcast is your quiet study space. If you are walking outside right now, or washing the dishes, or sitting in your room, we want you to actually speak out loud with us. We are going to build a conversation simulator for you.
I'm going to play the part of the friendly coworker. I will invite you to an event. Mark will remind you of the phrase we are practicing. Then I will leave a quiet, timed pause. During that silence, I want you to speak the phrase out loud. Don't just think it, actually say it to the room.
Let us start with the first step, appreciation. Anna will invite you out, and I want you to say out loud, "I would love to." Say it with a warm smile on your face. Your tone changes the meaning. Ready?
Hey, a few of us are going to get dinner after work. Do you want to join us?
Now you say, "I would love to."
Excellent. I hope you smiled when you said it. Just that small phrase changes the energy. Now let us practice step 2, the soft decline. Let us try the phrase, but I can't make it tonight. Remember to use a gentle, calm voice. Are you sure you do not want to come to dinner with us? Now you say, but I can't make it tonight. Perfect. Notice how your body feels when you say that. It feels safe. It does not feel rude. Now let us practice the final step, the future pivot. We are going to use the baseball phrase. I want you to say out loud, let's take a rain check. Well, we will miss you at dinner tonight. Now you say, let's take a rain check. Great job. Now we are going to do something a little more challenging. We are going to put all 3 steps together into one complete, flowing sentence. I will give you a brand new scenario.
This time, imagine it is Friday afternoon. You have had a very long, difficult week. Your English is tired. You want to go home, watch a movie in your native language, and sleep. Your coworker invites you to a loud weekend party. You are going to use the full formula.
The formula is, I would love to, but I'm going to pass this time. Let's take a rain check. Take a deep breath. Stand tall. Here comes my invitation. Hey, I'm having a big party at my apartment this Saturday night. There will be tons of people. You should definitely come.
Now you say the full formula out loud. I would love to, but I'm going to pass this time. Let's take a rain check. Speak now.
That was brilliant. You just successfully defended your personal time in a second language, and you did it with absolute grace and politeness.
You really should feel proud of that. Saying no in a foreign language is an advanced communication skill. It shows that you have emotional intelligence in English, not just grammar knowledge.
Exactly. Now, let us take a deeper look at one of the concepts we mentioned earlier. Mark, at the very beginning of the episode, you used a very specific phrase. You said your social battery was completely dead. I want to talk about this because it is such a helpful phrase for our listeners. What exactly is a social battery?
This is a term we use a lot in modern English. Imagine that your energy for talking to people, smiling, and being social is like the battery inside your mobile phone. When you wake up after a good sleep, your battery is at 100%. You feel ready to talk and interact.
I know exactly what you mean. The green battery icon in my head is full.
Exactly. But every time you have a conversation or attend a meeting or go to a party, your battery level drops a little bit. It goes down to 80%, then 50%. And for introverts or for people who are operating in a second language, that battery drains much, much faster.
That is so true. Listening to a language that is not your mother tongue requires intense focus. Your brain is working twice as hard as a native speaker's brain. So, of course, your battery will run out by 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
Right. And when your phone battery hits 1%, the screen gets dark and the phone shuts down. Human beings do the same thing. When our social battery is dead, we cannot focus, we cannot find our vocabulary, and we feel irritable or stressed. We have to go plug ourselves into the charger.
And plugging into the charger usually means going home, having quiet time, and resting. So when you use the cushion formula to say no to an invitation, you are basically saying, my battery is at 1% and I need to go charge it.
Exactly. And it is completely acceptable to actually use this phrase with your closer English-speaking friends. You can say, I would love to come, but my social battery is empty today. Let's take a rain check. People immediately understand and respect that.
They absolutely do. It is a very relatable feeling. Let us practice using that phrase right now in our quiet space. I want you to think about how you are feeling in this exact moment. Take a deep breath and check in with yourself. What percentage is your social battery at right now? Are you at 90%? Are you at 20%?
I will leave a quiet moment for you to answer out loud. Say, my social battery is at, and then say your number.
It is so healthy to recognize where your energy levels are. If your number is low right now, that's okay. You're doing great just by being here and listening.
Let us review the vocabulary we have covered today, just to make sure it locks into your memory. We started with the phrase, make it.
Yes, make it means to attend an event, as in, I'm sorry, I can't make it to the meeting tomorrow. It's a polite way to say you cannot be there.
Then we talked about the grammar pattern, going to pass.
Exactly. We use going to instead of the present tense to make the decision sound gentle and considered. I'm going to pass this time sounds much softer than saying, I pass. It protects the feelings of the person inviting you.
Next, we explored the wonderful idiom, take a rain check.
We learned that this comes from baseball games that were delayed by bad weather. In conversation, it means you are declining today, but you want to do the activity in the future. It means postponed, not canceled,
And finally, we discussed the social battery.
which is your internal energy meter for interacting with other people. When it is empty, you need quiet time to recharge, especially when you're learning English.
You now have a complete toolkit to navigate social pressure. You do not have to say yes to everything anymore. You have the exact words to defend your piece.
Let us summarize the cushion formula one last time so you can carry it with you this week. Step 1, appreciation. I would love to. Step 2, the soft decline, but I'm going to pass this time. Step 3, the future pivot. Let's take a rain check.
Thank you for practicing with us today. It takes courage to speak out loud and to change your habits. We are so proud of the work you are doing in this quiet space.
We really are. Your progress is happening right now, one episode at a time. Now it is your turn to activate what you have learned. Go down to the comments section and answer this question. What is your favorite way to recharge your social battery after a long day? Try using the phrase, I'm going to, in your answer below. For example, you could write, I am going to read a book, or I am going to take a long walk.
Writing it down is the final step to memorizing the pattern.
The next time you feel too tired to go out, I challenge you to use this cushion formula. Give yourself permission to rest. To keep building your daily conversation skills, click the video on screen to learn how to jump into fast group conversations. We will see you there.